Welcome to Fiasco. You will see us improvise a series of scenes that roughly approximate a movie where bad things happen to almost everyone. Bad decisions will be made. This was billed as the game of bad decisions and poor impulse control. The playsets, they're released by Bully Pulpit Games, and they put out a ton of playsets, and we're going to be playing as many as we can for you. In this game, the setup's already been done. Our Discord, we chose this week's playset based on the Discord community, and the characters used a roll of 16 dice to create an interconnected circle of relationships and details, needs, objects, locations pulled from the playset. Our story is going to be divided into 2 acts. In each act, players will take turns playing out scenes that they have set up with specific goals in mind. After each scene, we will decide whether that scene turned out well or poorly for their character and gift them with a light or a dark die. They will in turn gift that die to another player for whatever reasons they choose. We will go around the circle twice in the first act for a total of 8 scenes. At the end of Act 1 is the tilt, where some interesting twists will show up to disrupt the story. Act 2 will model the pattern of Act 1, but the tilt will be taken into account, and players will now keep their earned dice. When all the scenes have played out, Act 2 will be over, and it will be time for the aftermath, where we find out each of our characters' fates. I'll be here to explain rules and to NPC if needed, but this story is theirs, and I will be over here and in and out of my own little corner. Before we begin, let's take a few minutes to get to know our characters tonight. So let's start with Kyle.
I am the Right Reverend Intergalactic Kyle of the Chiel Temple of the Lazy Eye. I'm shepherd of those who wander and binder of books. I was squad leader Kyle Devereaux before of the Space Legion and party to a wartime atrocity with 2 others that are in the game, where I had to make a tough but terribly wrong decision. Afterwards, I found a new life in the temple and tried to do good to balance that one terrible day. I found out about a number of former Space Legionnaires converging on Space Station Sigma through the veterans' grapevine. Disguised myself as a crew member, boarded with the goal to hurt as many of those Space Legionnaires as possible, as slowly as possible, with God on my side. My real name is Griff, or he.
All right, let's switch over to Eddie Kramer.
Hi there, I'm playing Eddie Kramer. He's a just general criminal and not nearly as involved as Reverend Kyle over there. But he is not a very nice guy. He's kind of been battle hardened from the war, where he knew Reverend Kyle and that mysterious other person and was witness to a couple other things. He doesn't really buy into the whole religious lazy eye, whatever. It's, whatever the universe decides is going to happen, and no God's going to control that. I have been working a little bit with Slim. We've ran into a little bit of problem recently with some xenomorphs, and we were in a spot we weren't exactly supposed to be, but we're going to clean this up and see if we can get away scot-free.
All right, next is Slim Dernstrom.
I'm playing Jeremiah Slim Dernstrom. I know it's one of those reverse nicknames, obviously. I'm just a simple fella, trying to keep my head down and make it through the day. Secretly, I'm a fixer with my partner, Eddie. We're very successful at remaining under the radar and existing in the shadows of everything. Some of the days, at this point, I'm not sure who I am. I'll keep up with everything that's going on. I work as a meek and ever-present lackey / U-boy for Claudia as Chuck Slonsky. I'm her civilian assistant, and it kind of lets me hear what's going on in the military background so that I know what's going back and forth through the station. That's where we're at.
And last but not least, Sergeant Claudia.
I am Sergeant Claudia Simpson of the Space Legion. I served in the war under squad leader Kyle Devereaux and was forced to do a horrendous atrocity. Because of this terrible secret, Kyle and I are forced to be civil to one another. I'm now in charge of a team of civilians, which isn't exactly my idea of a fun time. One of those civilians is Chuck Slonsky, whom I greatly dislike. And I make sure he's very aware of it through the abuse that I put him through.
All right. only thing left to do is to tell you a little bit about our story. This is White Hole. It was written by Raphael Chandler. After the White Hole tore part of the station's hull clean off, the stupid bastards in charge ordered an evacuation. A few minutes after that, they were headed back to Space Legion territory with FTL drives at a maximum. But the White Hole had busted the lower deck all to hell, damaging many of the escape pods, so a bunch of people got stranded aboard Star Station Sigma. The losers, mostly. Now the station's orbiting a white hole and everyone's trying to kill everybody else, and we're just a clump of space waste circling the drain. I should have stuck with smuggling. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with scene 1. That's going to be Kyle. Who would you like to do your scene with, and what is your goal? You're on mute.
I'm going to do my first scene with Eddie, right? And we're just going to bump into each other. But my goal is to convert him to my cause.
All right.
All right, so
I'm kind of wandering.
as am I, the other direction, but I'm in a little bit of a hurry.
Oh, is that you?
Hey, get out of my... Oh,
What?
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm a officer on the ship. You should
Dude,
know
no
me.
way. Well, of course I know you, man. You're Kyle. Kyle, back from the war.
No. I look like Kyle, but my name is Officer Daniels. Dang it. What are you doing? You're going to ruin my entire cover.
Look, you're gonna ruin my cover. Are you kidding me?
You're undercover too?
All right, I've got my own things going on. Don't worry about that. But what are you doing here?
I'm here to take care of business.
Oh yeah, geez, that's specific.
I've got a mission from God.
Oh God, you're still going on about this?
Yes, you know I'm with the Crookshaw Temple of the Lazy Eye.
Oh yeah, don't remind me. All right, look, I understand that you feel like you got that sign from God years ago, but like
Sign from
the
God.
rest of us-
After that terrible day, I could not look on war the same way anymore. I had to fall into the church where they took me in, and eventually I became the shepherd of those who wander and the binder of books.
That's great. The rest of us had to turn to the street.
Didn't have to. I
Well,
didn't.
it's better than having to listen to those ridiculous fairy tales all day, get indoctrinated like you did.
But Lasagna Wednesdays.
Okay, you got me on Lasagna Wednesdays.
I bet they didn't have that on the street.
No, they didn't.
Look,
They had soup Wednesdays and soup Thursdays and soup Fridays and soup every other day.
do you like lasagna?
Lasagna's not bad, I gotta say.
I'll tell you what. Work with me. I know it's a bit of a panicking mess right now.
Oh yeah, on your business that you won't tell me anything about.
Will you accept my offer of lasagna? I've
Of
got
course, man. We go way back.
come to my room.
Well, hey now.
Yeah,
You gotta buy a fella a drink first.
I'll give you lasagna.
Okay, we'll talk.
Deck 7, room 2222.
It's easy to remember.
Okay, I'm going to need your help after this lasagna. Don't fail me.
Of course. When have I ever let you down?
May the lazy eye not wander directly into your direction.
May the force be with you too.
All right. So what do you think? Did that convert him or just get him to hear more? What do you think, Eddie? Do you think you're converted or do you think you're not
Definitely
converted?
Not converted, but I'm willing to listen. Not necessarily to the religious aspect, but definitely to this business.
All right, so then how do we count this? Do we count this as a light or a dark die?
I'd
What do
say
you think?
Thumbs up for light.
He's definitely
thumbs down for dark.
tempted.
Yeah, I'm not converted though. That was his goal. So
Ooh, we got 2 down, 1 up. I don't think he was converted. I think he
Fair
was ready
enough.
to listen more. All right, so that's a dark die to Kyle. And we are on to scene 2. Eddie, who are you going to do your scene with?
or doesn't he have to give away his die?
Oh, that's right. You have to give away your die. Haha, I forgot that.
I'll give it to you, as well as the upcoming lasagna.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Nice. All right,
Dark
so
Devil.
It works surprisingly often.
so Eddie, who are you going to do your scene with, and what is your goal?
All right, I'm going to be doing my scene with Slim, and basically, I am reaching my destination from where I was just heading off to. My goal is to find out what steps need to be taken so I never have to see Slim again. Because it's been fun running with him, but look, enough is enough, and if we continue with this, we're both gonna end up in the stocks. So it's no good. It's no good.
All right.
All right. So I approach you with some stuff in my hand. Go, Slim.
Do I smell lasagna?
Look, that's not important right now. Okay.
What's
I
up?
ran into an old friend. All right. Look. So, you know the thing that happened in the armory?
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on a plan to see if I can get that fixed. Maybe so we both end up scot-free.
That's always the plan.
Okay, but I got something else too.
You got us another job?
Well, not quite. I'm getting a little bit more information, but I just ran into someone that I haven't seen in quite a long time. Possibly another job. But look, man, people have our names, and they got us working together.
No, nobody's. Listen, we're so below the radar. They don't even know that there's radar for our levels.
You realize that all it takes is just one prying eye to go into that armory, and then where might as well be space junk.
But that's what we're cleaning. It's not a problem. We'll take care of this. We've always taken care of everything together.
Well, that's great. That's great. Do you have someone posted outside the armory?
I've got it all lined up. There's nobody there now.
Good. Oh, good. Because I don't want you to get in trouble necessarily.
Well, listen, I've got my back. You've got my back. I've got your back. You've got your back. I think we're good. As long as we've been working together, we've been pretty clean.
Yeah, sure.
Did you ever get caught?
No, can't
Hey.
say I have. But
We're still here. We're cooking.
look, I don't want to be mean about this, but you leave me no choice. I think your time might be running out. I think your name's blasted on enough police room walls that they know what you're about. And
Nobody's
I
going to
kinda wanna
tie
get
me
out-
in. I've still got Chuck.
You're still doing that whole Chuck
That's
thing?
my exit strategy.
I'm surprised they didn't catch you on that day
I'm
one.
just telling you, it works. Nobody looks at Slomsky.
Oy vey.
Telling you,
All
let's
right,
get
look.
this. Let's get in there, get this done. We'll get off together. It'll be great, just like always, and the money will be perfect. I mean, come on, you like money, I like money. We're good. Money.
Slim, you silver-tongued son of a bitch. All right, I'm in.
All right, let's get this done.
Well, I don't think you got your goal.
No, I didn't.
No, yeah, okay, so that would be a dark tie for Eddie. Who are you going to give that one to?
Good old Mr. Slim, I think. Yeah.
All right.
He's so mean.
So that means we're on to Slim.
I would,
Who's your scene and what's your goal?
I would like to do a scene with Sergeant Claudia Simpson, and I think my goal is to find out what's going on in the station so I can get maybe some exit strategy built up.
All right.
So I'm just going to report to work as normal, sit down at my desk, wait for her to come in so that I can run to her with her coffee and start taking notes.
I walk in looking at my notes and stuff and not even paying attention to you.
I'll grab up the coffee, run it behind you. Oh, yeah, we have the notes from yesterday. We haven't quite finished. We had some section, the intel section. We need to discuss that. You have it in my notes here.
Where's my coffee?
Right here. Exactly the way you want it. And it's still hot.
This coffee is terrible.
I'll have them fired immediately, ma'am.
Yeah, great. Anything else for me?
Yes. So we got the information from the intelligence section, and they're saying that they were having to shut down security for the armory. You just needed to approve it.
Of course they are. Why? Why does it even matter at this point?
What's going on? Is there something else that I need to worry about?
Oh, just the impending doom of the white hole we're gonna die in. I mean, that's all.
Oh, okay. So why aren't we preparing to leave? Is the shuttle ready?
Oh, you assume there's a shuttle? That's cute.
I'm sorry. I'm so low level, I don't know what to expect. That's why I look to you for guidance.
I don't know why I keep you around. You are so worthless.
You're right, ma'am. I am.
So they want what with the armory now?
Remove the security from the armory so that they can do the inspections.
What inspections?
There was a xenomorph incident. We had to take it down.
Xenomorphs? How did we get...
They were small. They were infants. It's just like a cleanup issue. So we just get that approved, and they'll move on with that. And, it was terrible. You don't want to see it.
Fine. Give me this paper I need to sign.
Also, if you'll see on Addendum C, now that you are enacting your evacuation schedule, you'll have to approve that as well. What plans were you taking for your evacuation schedule?
Evacuation. That's good. That's good. Are you an idiot?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I thought. There will be no evacuation. There is no way off of the station.
And your exit strategy was what, ma'am? So that I can make sure that that's prepared.
Riding a nuke right into the heart of the white hole. There is no. We're just gonna die. I'm gonna get drunk, and you probably should too.
Sounds good, ma'am. Are any of the party members for the officers being escorted off?
I don't think you realize the important people, they left. They're gone. And there are no shuttles left. They've been destroyed.
Okay. I'll take the signature right down now. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, get out of my face. And I slap him. Stupid. Just leave.
Just the way I like it, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, I suppose you know a lot more about what's going on in the station now. So it seems to be a light die, yes? Are we in agreement on this? Yes. All right. So who are you going to give the light die to?
I am going to pass that over to Griff.
All right. So that means Reverend Kyle gets the light die. Okay, so our next scene is Sergeant Claudia. Who are you going to talk to, and what's your goal?
I would like to speak with the good Reverend Kyle. I've heard that he is on the station, and I have sent him notice that I would like him to come to my quarters. And my goal for this is to find out exactly why he's there.
All right.
Oh, lazy eye. Oh, lazy eye.
Are you really still on about that?
You.
Yeah, hi.
What? How could you be here?
Yeah, I'm in charge here.
Oh, well, as you can see, I am one of your officers.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I know
Okay.
you're not.
I'm not. That's fine. Let's
No.
get past that. Yes. I am here. Well, I knew you were here.
Really? Did
Yes.
you really know I was here and then not come to say hi or, fuck you or something like that?
My life has taken a turn since we last met each other. I have found God, and he has a lazy eye.
Wow. And I lead him into my quarters, and in my quarters I have this nice little display, and in the middle of this display is a dress suit.
That's incredible.
Yep.
That can't be.
Oh, it is.
You tell me what I'm seeing, because I can't believe what I'm seeing is what I am seeing.
You know exactly what you're seeing. Well, this is the Admiral's dress uniform, and I have it.
You have Admiral Quickup's dress uniform.
Duh.
You pulled it off his dead body.
Of course I did.
You're despicable.
Duh. What are you doing on my space station?
I came to talk to you. I know what you're up to, and I have a better idea.
What am I up to exactly?
I know you. You're insane. You're going to want to ride a nuclear bomb into this vessel and blow the entire thing up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's exactly what you're up to. I know it. I see your piece of paper on your desk that says exactly what I just said.
Okay, so maybe that's what I plan on doing.
You've always been terrible about writing down your crazy ideas.
If I don't write them down, I'll forget them.
Hey, I think a nuclear bomb is much too quick. I think we need to just ride this sucker right through the white hole and watch everybody slowly, painfully pay. You know some of the officers who told us to do what we did are on this ship.
I really hate this place. I really hate all of the people here.
Well, you don't have to hate it for much longer. Our time is coming to a close here. But we can still savor the moment rather than have it snuff out in an instant.
Why are you telling me this? Aren't you supposed to be a man of God now?
I am, and I'm on a holy mission.
To make everybody here painfully suffer?
Yes. How did you know this? I didn't write it down on a piece of paper and leave it laying.
Well, I mean, considering what we did,
It was terrible.
it had to happen, and you know it.
I regret everything.
You regret nothing. You want to do the same thing to all the people here.
This is different. These are the people who put us on that path. Changed our lives forever. Changed you. Made you from a nice, sweet person into what you are today.
I don't regret a thing I did.
Fine. Are you going to cooperate with me? Are we going to work on this together? It just happens that there's another Italian that's here on the ship.
So the entire plan is to just do nothing.
Well, it's the same thing you were going to do. It's just slower.
Yes, but I don't see the point of doing nothing.
It's not nothing. It's still killing everybody.
Everybody's gonna die anyway.
Yes, we were saying the same thing. You just want to explode.
Yes, I want it to be spectacular. I like explosions. What can I say?
You're mad.
That might be. But it got me this far.
Did it?
Clearly. Fine. If you want to try it your way, we could try it your way. If it doesn't happen soon enough, I'm just going to use the nuke. Don't look at me like that. Get out of my quarters. And I go back to fondling the dress uniform.
I don't know who's waiting for what. I'm done. I'm not saying anything to end this.
I wasn't sure if you were still standing there if you ended it there. All right, so your original goal was to get information. What was your original goal?
To find out why he was on the station.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Light or die? Or light or dark? Die?
Yes, I think she found out why I was on the station.
She figured it out.
All right. So, who does that go to?
I am going to give that to Chuck because he takes my abuse and goes with it.
Wait, who is it? Slim,
To
Eddie,
Slim.
or Kyle? Slim. All right. All right, so Slim just got a light die. So he's at 1 dark and 1 light. Okay, so that means we are back around the circle, back up to Reverend Kyle. And what's your scene going to be?
This scene is going to flashback to 20 years ago at the beginning of the mission that would change all of our lives. And I'm going to establish why my next mission makes sense. Why our the ultimate mission will make sense.
Okay. And who is the scene going to be with?
It's going to be with Fire, Claudia. And I imagine it'll also involve Eddie.
Okay. And your goal in that scene is to essentially establish what happened?
Our goal is to commit an atrocity.
Okay.
Let's just go there.
Perfect. Whenever you're ready.
All right, you scum. Get where I can see you and talk to you and talk in the lower voice so you don't get blown away.
Yes, sir.
Speak up.
Yes, you told me quiet.
True. Speak down.
Which is it? Up or down?
Speak down with authority.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I've just been handed this mission from the 3 leaders, the 3 who have been come to have been known as the Unholy Trinity. And this mission defines that. We need to go over this fence, go in that building, go up 2 flights, go down a hall, 3rd door on the left, and destroy everything in there. Do you understand the mission?
Through a fence, down some stairs, 4th door on the right, and break things.
The good thing is I know where we're going.
I'm sorry.
You're so sweet. What a gentle, sweet soul you are.
If I don't write things down, I forget them.
Don't write them down because you'll just leave it around for.
Okay.
It's a terrible idea.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Come, over the fence. Well,
Over the fence, okay.
into the building. Where's that other guy?
I don't know.
Eddie.
Sorry, I'm stealthing.
Okay.
What do you want?
Did you hear the other stuff I said?
Yeah, up a hill.
All right. I got the directions. You just follow.
Yeah.
We're all together.
There's a door on the right.
Just follow me. Stop writing stuff. Don't write that down. Okay,
Hey,
in the building.
Okay.
Okay, we're going up 2 flights.
Oh God.
1 flight. 2 flights.
Jeez, these stairs are killing me, man.
There's only 2 flights of stairs, man. Pull it together.
I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape, man.
This is the worst battalion I've ever been in.
I'm sorry, sir.
All right. Down this hall. I can't believe they gave me a 3-person battalion.
It's for small surgical missions.
Okay, someone's coming. Blend.
Press myself against the wall.
I just dropped.
Okay, he's gone. He must have not seen us.
Good, yeah, because we're so
I was-
stealthy.
I was lucky.
Good job, everybody. Good job. First door on the left.
I was right.
You guys have made me so confused. We're going to go in both the left and the right door and destroy everything. Ready?
What if we just set
No.
fire to the building?
Are we
My idea
splitting
is the
up?
best. I said it first.
Wait.
No.
Are we splitting
No.
up? What are we doing?
Oh, my God. Let's go in the left one first. Now let's go in the right one.
Oh no!
Oh, damn. Let's go in the second door on the left and the right as well.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I think he's just shooting a bunch of rooms.
There's blood everywhere. This is all your fault for being so confusing.
Our fault?
Yes. You can't take full
Your
responsibility.
directions were unclear.
No, they were clear.
I should have wrote it down.
You didn't think to write it down, man.
Well, it's too late now.
Let's go in a random room and shoot the only person in it.
Oh my God. We weren't definitely not supposed to shoot that person. This is atrocious.
One person we were supposed to not shoot that guy. I remember specifically we were supposed
Yes.
to not shoot that guy.
What are you thinking?
You said destroy everything.
You're such a sweet, nice person.
I
This
was
is
just
so
trying to fit in.
I don't know how I'll ever forgive myself. All right. Let's get back over the fence. Follow me. Just follow me. Don't ask questions. Run. We get to the other side of the fence. We can never talk about this again.
Talk about what?
Yeah,
Oh, no, never.
Let's go our separate ways.
Okay. May we never see each other ever again.
Unless we're all about to die or something.
That's impossible.
Yeah, probably not.
Farewell.
Bye.
We all disappear into the different direction.
Well, I believe the atrocities were committed.
Yes.
So it's so weird. So that's a light die because you were successful
Yes.
in your dark actions.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Who gets that light die?
Oh, the sweet, sweet Claudia. May
Lovely.
she always be so sweet.
Oh,
May
man.
she? Yes. All right. So we are over to Eddie.
All right. I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go upstairs, see what Kyle's all about. See if we can get a job going.
All right. So your goal is to see if you guys can get a job going.
Yeah, to seal the deal, but
Perfect.
in a way
Whenever you're
that's
ready.
beneficial to me. So, a knock on the door.
Come in.
Okay.
I said come in.
Okay, relax.
Open the door.
Well, it's locked. Okay, there you go. I come in.
I apologize. How have you been?
I've been okay. How are you?
I'm nearing the end of existence. We all are. We're about to enter the holy light. Not right now, soon.
Oh, okay.
You know this. You know this starship is not going to survive.
Yeah, to be honest, I knew it wasn't gonna last much longer.
Did you know the unholy trinity are on board.
What?
Those 3 commanding officers who sent us into that building, up those 2 flights of stairs, down that hall, to the door on the left or right that was 3rd down.
Yeah, did we ever figure out which one that
It
was?
doesn't matter. We killed everything on that floor pretty much. And then that extra person, that one innocent extra person.
To be fair, though, that was kind of Claudia. That wasn't exactly...
Well, it's the royal, it's the we that we were there. We could have stopped her. We didn't.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's our bad,
Look,
I guess.
I'm going to take command of this ship, and I'm going to pilot us through the white hole.
Through the white... You realize there's nothing on the other side of this.
Oh, there's something. Ultimate reward. Ultimate penalty for the unholy trinity.
Oh, Mike, tell me this is not one of your religious crackpot ideas.
Well, I cannot tell you that. It is religious, and I'm going to crack several pots.
Look, you seem to have lost your freaking mind since the last time we met, and I don't know.
I am upset about how little you've changed.
What do you mean
You
little?
still don't understand the importance of missions.
I understand missions plenty, okay?
Okay.
Jeez, like...
Sorry,
look,
I apologize. It's very tense. We only have a little amount of time.
So look, let's forget about religion and make things a little wild for a little bit, okay? All right, how about instead of having some kind of death wish, how about we see if there maybe is a way out? What if I were able to procure a way off this ship? Would that be of interest to you?
Not unless I take out the unholy trinity first.
All right, we'll take out the 3 guys, whatever. But would you be interested in skipping hypothetical town? Come on, man.
Well,
how many schemes we run together?
Well, not in a very long time.
Exactly. Let's dust off the old scheme and choose and have us a little dance.
You've got to help me first. Take out that unholy trinity, and then I'll give you my response.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I've got another friend on the ship. He'll help us take out the unholy whatever, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right?
Does he know what we did?
He doesn't need to know what we did. He just needs to know there's a guy that needs to get killed, so he's gonna do some killing.
3 guys. The unholy trinity is more than 1 person.
Dude.
It's 3 people.
I don't wonder why I didn't talk to you for 20
Trinity years. is a form of 3.
Yes, okay. Well, then that's what we're going to do. We're going to kill the 3 guys and we're going to get out. Look, I got to go. I got a meeting. But just keep a low profile, okay?
I will do my best.
Okay, good. And I leave.
All right. Got him to go on a mission, huh?
Sort of.
Sort of?
I think I got him to go on a mission.
Well, it was beneficial to me because we're also finding a way off the ship.
All right. So then what do we say? Do we say light? Do we say dark?
It's your guys' call.
What was the goal again?
To get you in on a mission that benefits me, and us living benefits me.
A conditional mission,
guys,
but
killing guys.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
All right. So it looks like you got a light die, and who are you going to give that to?
I will give that to Claudia because, sure. Do I need a reason? I don't need a reason.
You don't have to give a reason.
There
you
go.
can have nefarious reasons.
I do have nefarious. I always have nefarious reasons.
So that means that Claudia now has 2 light dice.
There you go.
And we are on to Slim. Oh, wait a minute. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Hit the wrong button. That's what happens when you hit wrong buttons. I would like to talk to my partner again, and my goal is to find out who this job is with. And, yeah, just who the job's with.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna meet up in the old armory, kind of just doing the job, just kind of get it taken care of in there, getting rid of some of the evidence, and so I'm just gonna straight out ask it. Hey, so you were gone for a little while. I pretty much got most of the work done. You were meeting with somebody about the job, right?
Yeah, it's about the new job. Look, you're okay with killing dudes, right?
Haven't we always?
Of course. I'm just making sure that you haven't had a change of heart, because sometimes people do that on me. Look, so got this thing where we kill a few guys and then find a way off the ship. All right, pretty simple. Nothing could go wrong.
Well, nothing ever goes wrong with us. We're still here. So who's this guy? How did you meet him?
Oh, I met him back in the war. He's some man of the faith. You don't need that kind of information.
No, it's real. I mean, you know how we vet everybody. We only take the ones that we've deep dug and covers and look behind every nook and cranny. So why don't I just run it through a military database? I still have that access.
What kind of person do you think I am?
My partner.
Huh? Have I ever just double crossed you?
No, you wouldn't be alive if you had.
Well, watch it, first of all.
Oh, I'm not being snarky. You just know how we work.
I understand that, but you don't need to go straight up and kill you.
Well, no, I'm not saying I would kill you. You know people we have to answer to.
Oh, geez. Yeah, well, let me remind you, there's a ticking clock on this. I used to run with him back in the war. Okay? He's okay, a little dim, but he's a nice guy, all right? Really recently, or I don't know, I guess since we last spoke, he got himself involved in one of those churches, the Third Lazy Eye or whatever. All right.
You said, I'm sorry, the Lazy Eye?
I think that's what it's called. Why?
Oh, come on. You can't have gotten us mixed up with them.
Why? Who are they?
Don't you ever listen to me when I'm talking about this stuff?
I do my best not to.
Yeah. Dude, these guys are fanatics. Which guy is it? Is the head guy?
Would the head guy have Reverend before his name?
Okay, again, how many times I got to tell you, they have multiple reverends. Which one are we dealing with? This is important. This could go south real quick. I don't want you to get killed.
Out of all the reverends, there's like Adam and Joe and Kyle and Bob. He's more of a Kyle than any of those other ones.
Are you effing kidding me? Kyle. Out of all four of them, he's the worst. Have you not? Do you? Come on.
All right. So
details.
Mistakes were made.
So
Okay.
this job is from Reverend Kyle.
Look, it's just killing 3 dudes. All right. I thought you liked killing dudes.
Yeah, this is not a problem, and we'll get out of here. But man, we're gonna have to watch our backs. You cannot trust him. Where is he? Do you know where he's staying? I need to get eyes on him.
I do. He's in a really memorable room.
And
that room is a room he told me.
Listen, our lives depend. No, our lives depend on it. We need to get eyes on him. Listen, it's bad, worse than you ever thought.
It's room. It's level 7, room 2221.
All right, I'll get some guys on it right away. I'll finish up here. Can you maybe go get us some extra firepower?
Yeah. You secure the exit strategy, right?
Well, I know that they're not sending anybody off the base. Everything's pretty much locked down.
But come on, man. You've got your ways.
We're gonna figure out something.
Of course, we always do.
All right, buddy. I got you back.
Ooh, okay. So this is interesting because, wait, your goal was to get him to take out, like to kill?
No, my goal was to find out who he's working with, who's the job from.
Okay. So I guess you found that out.
But
all right.
Now he's obviously knows that the guy that we are working with is not good news.
All right. Okay, so that's a light die then. And who are you going to give that to?
I'm going to give that to my partner.
All right. Nice. Then that brings us to the last scene of Act 1. Sergeant Claudia, who are you going to talk to?
I would actually like to speak with an NPC, one of the last high-ranking officers that is on the station that didn't make it off. And I'm going to try and procure a nuke.
All right. And who is this person you're going to talk to? Is this a equal rank to you? Is this like a sergeant, or is this?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Sergeant. And do you have a specific name for this person that you're talking to?
I do not.
You do not. We're going to say this is Sergeant Jane. And what was your goal again with Sergeant Jane?
I want to get a nuke.
Get a nuke. Got it. All right, whenever you're ready.
Excuse me, Sergeant Jane, if you have a moment, please. I have a bit of paperwork here that I would like a signature on.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to do. Yeah, I got time. I got time for you, Claudia. You know I do.
Wonderful.
Go ahead.
Hey, I just need you to sign here, 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 and flip the page here, here, and here. And I really need it quickly.
Yeah. What is this document about?
It's not very clear. It was given to me by someone else, and I obviously can't sign it myself. So I was hoping I could get you to do it.
Listen, I'm busy. I don't have time to read through this entire thing, but I'm not going to just sign something I haven't read. So can you at least summarize it for me?
Something to do with one of the nukes. I think the science heads have an idea about shooting a nuke into this white hole, and it would create a wormhole, and then we just go right through it, and we're all good.
They want to shoot a nuke into the white hole?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know the sciencey stuff. I leave that to the smart people.
I don't know the sciencey stuff either, but this sounds like a really terrible idea.
I mean, what other...
How are they sure it's going to... Is there a precedent here?
Maybe, possibly. What other choice do we have at this point? We're all going into it anyway.
So if we're all going into the white hole and we shoot a nuke into it, it could create a wormhole?
That's their idea. That's their theory.
And then that's going to shoot us out into some other gamma quadrant or something?
Something. Hey, if we're alive at the end of this, that would be a win, right?
I would say that's a win.
So I'm pretty sure giving them a nuke is going to be good for us, just because if it doesn't work, we're all dead anyway.
Well, that's true. And I don't want to be dead. And I don't have a lot of time to read this. You know what? Fine. You get your signature here, here, here.
Don't forget the second page here, here, here.
Oh, second page. Yes, sorry about that. Okay, and here and here. And is there anything else you need?
That, I think, is it. I need to get this back to the science heads really quickly because we've got no time.
You know what? I got a shift that needs to be covered a little bit later. I was going to go out and I can't even tell you, But anyway, do you think you could take that over for me? It's from 1300 all the way to about 1800 or so.
Yeah, sure. I could do this for you.
All right. It's a deal. You got your nuke.
Wonderful.
To shoot to the white hole or whatever it is you need to do.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You're a dear.
Oh, you're welcome. Let's hope we don't die.
Yay!
All right, so you got your nuke. So it is light, and who gets that light die?
Let's give this one to... Oh, what the hell? Let's give it to Eddie.
Let's give it to who?
Eddie.
Eddie, got it. All right, so that means that as we wrap up Act 1, we've got... Reverend Kyle with 1 light die. We have Eddie Kramer with a dark and 2 light die. We have Sergeant Claudia with 2 lights. We have Slim with a dark and a light. which is the worst and the best place to be. It also means that thus far we have used up, let me see, oh my gosh. It also means that thus far we have used up 6 light dice and we have used up 2 dark, which means that Act 2 will be taking a significantly dark turn. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to establish our tilt. And when we come back, we will tell you a little bit more about it. See you in a few.
1.
Welcome back. At the intermission, we rolled the dice, we looked up some tables, and we established our tilt. So at some point in Act 2, these things must happen. Tragedy, death out of the blue, and mayhem, a frantic chase. We don't know how, we don't know when, but they have to happen. The other thing that changes in Act 2 is the dice. We start with our remaining light and black dice, indicating a positive and negative outcome, respectively. This means if all the light or dark dice are used up early, it has the potential to force certain outcomes in later Act 2 scenes. The last die, whether white or black, will be wild. So at this point, we've used up 6 lights and we've only used up 2 dark dice, which means that at some point, things are going to get darker and we are going to have some forced scene failures, which is a beautiful thing. So let's get back to our story. Act 2, Scene 1. What would you like to do? That's up to you, Reverend Kyle.
Well, I am going back to my room where I am going to get some rest.
Okay.
Fair?
And, well, wait,
It
so you're
will
going
be
back
with,
to...
it will be with, sorry. The name is Jeremiah Slim.
Okay, so your scene's going to be with Slim. And what is your goal for the scene?
I am just heading back to my room for some rest.
Your goal is to...
That's my goal,
get
to
some
get ready
rest.
for my mission.
All right.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm on deck 7. I'm at room at the end, 2230, 2228, 2226, 2224. Oh my God, what is happening in the room next to
Nothing to see here, sir. Just a standard depressurization issue. We had to lock it off and keep everything under control. You can move along. Wait, you're one of the officers, correct? We might need some signatures on this.
I stare at him, and I can't believe my eyes. Kramer.
Who? What?
Dernstrom. I'd know your face anywhere. Are you haunting me?
Sir, I believe you're mistaken.
What is your name? What is your name, son?
Slonsky?
No, it's not. It can't be. You are definitely a Dernstrom.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you hit your head. We just
Did
did
your
have
father vanish 20 years ago?
Yeah, but how would you know?
I was there.
What do you mean you were there?
He was the most innocent man I'd ever seen in my whole life. And we killed him to death.
I'm going to grab him by his uniform.
I'm running! I'm running! I ran away from the ghost of Dernstrom.
Going to chase him down. And
24!
grab him on the back of his shoulder.
2228.
Tackle him down.
Oh, ow!
What do you know about my father, and who are you?
Well, I told you. He's dead. I was there. We killed him.
him.
I didn't do it. But someone on this ship did.
Who?
She's an insane woman. I was telling you.
Not fast enough.
There's a woman on this ship. She's insane. She was so sweet until that day that she spear gun right through the neck.
He was shot multiple times.
Yes. Then she shot him with a revolver 6 times. Then she pulled out a machine gun, emptied it into his body, and then she stabbed him in the ear.
He had no lower half of his body.
Yes, because she used the chainsaw on his legs and right at the waist and then chopped the legs at each joint. It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen. Want to know her name?
Oh, you're just gonna tell me?
Well, wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that give me some kind of...
Is she the one who did
This
it?
is
The only
about
one
me.
involved?
What's that?
Is she the only one that's involved?
Well,
Other than
I was
you?
there. I was there, but she was the only one who did it.
Who else
And
is involved?
with each new weapon she pulled... No, well, there was someone else there, but look, focus
Look,
on
I
the
got
one
it.
person
One
who did
person
all
is
of
good.
the
I got
terrible
it.
thing.
What's her name?
Name is Sergeant Claudia Simpson.
I gasp.
You probably don't know her. It's just too much of a coincidence. Because she must have recognized your face and known who you were.
Impossible.
You have a same tattoo on your cheek. Nobody else puts a butterfly tattoo on their cheek.
987 billion people have this same tattoo.
Well, maybe it wasn't you. No, of course it's you. It says Durmström right there in the wings, hidden. If you look closely enough, you can see it. I know the secret. I knew that man. He was a good man. He was in the wrong room, for sure.
Tell me the other person who was there.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
Who?
You couldn't possibly torture that information out of me.
Oh, trust me, I can.
Okay,
Shall
fine,
we
I'll tell
begin?
you. No, you hurt me before. Eddie Kramer.
What? What?
First of all, it's impossible for you to know Claudia. You can't also know Eddie Kramer.
Eddie Kramer.
It's a common name. I get it. But you couldn't know the same Eddie Kramer I know.
Describe him.
Well, dirtbag. Probably
Good
does
enough.
terrible.
Good enough.
Wow, that was quick.
I know him. What are you doing here?
Chilling.
Chilling.
Getting ready to die.
All right.
Look.
You never saw me. Get out of here.
Okay, bye. Run down the stairs.
And see.
You're
Yes,
muted.
that's it. You're muted, Callie.
All right. Well, I guess you didn't get some rest.
Nope.
That was your goal.
You, I wouldn't.
So that means that you get a dark die. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that means that we are moving on to Eddie.
Oof. Well, if we're trying to get rid of dark dice, at this point, any meeting with Slim would probably end up negatively for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And my goal is to not be physically hurt. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I am wandering around the ship, seeing if I could. I don't know. I'm doing a little recon, trying to find out where these the three guys. I can't remember what they're called. The Unholy Trinity. That was it. Where they're at, and like how easy it would be to just kill them real quick and move on. So anytime.
Hey, Eddie, got some good news and some bad news.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah. So, good news. Found out who the Holy
Okay.
Trinity are.
Awesome, dude. You just saved me like a whole afternoon's worth of work. Who are they? Where
Yeah,
are they
so their names aren't important right now, but I know who they are, and they're going to get what's coming to them. So, hey, what I need from you is a little information. Have you ever met this Kyle guy?
Yeah, I told you I knew him back in the war.
Yeah. I mean, so what did you guys do?
I don't know, war stuff. Why?
And it was you and him and who else?
I don't remember. It's not important.
No. I mean, there's some stuff going around, and I'm pretty sure.
No, it was just him and me in the army. That was it. I mean, like, do you expect me to remember the name of every private and every other person that was there?
No, I get it. So hey, I've got some machinations going on. I think we've got some things lined up. Hey, I got the Xenomorph stuff taken care of. Were you able to get some of those weapons that we need?
I got, as far as weapons go, I've got us covered.
All right. How about you let me have them, and because I have to stash them through security, so you just go ahead and give them to me. I'll take care of them for you.
Yeah. I left them in room 31 on the sub-basement level.
Okay.
I can't just carry them around with me. I did grab a lot of them. So, yeah, that's where they're at.
You're not carrying?
Well, I'm carrying, but I'm not carrying all the weapons.
No, all right. Give me the one you're carrying. I'm going to have to run it through the ID scan, get you erased off the board.
But I'm just wandering around.
Yeah. No, listen, I just got some news. They're locking down security, so trust me, you don't want to get picked up right now.
No, that's true, I guess.
Yeah, so just let me hold on to that for you so I get the markers taken out.
Yeah, okay. I got no reason to mistrust you, right?
Dude, we're in this together. I've got your back, you've got mine, right?
Yeah. And I hand the gun over.
All right, thanks, buddy. Listen, real quick. You may not see me for a little while. I just got a whole bunch of stuff working in the background. And trust me, I got us covered. You just may not see me for a little while.
Okay, just give me updates, all right?
As always.
Okay.
Well, your goal was not to get physically injured?
Yeah, I accidentally succeeded at that.
So essentially you were going in trying to piss someone off enough to get injured and you failed at that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that like the first time ever?
I wish the real world worked that way.
All right. So that means that you got a late die.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah. All right. So that means that you succeeded wonderfully at not getting injured. Good luck. Good job with that.
It was a losing bet, I swear to God.
He was just way too nice to you. Oh.
Yeah,
Mike's things are coming.
More devious.
So that means that you got a light. So that is Eddie. Oh goodness. So that means that you're at a dark and 3 light die. So, and we are moving on to Slim.
All right. I would like my meeting to be with Sergeant Jane.
Ooh. All right.
And go ahead.
What is your goal with Sergeant Jane?
My goal is to not have. Let's see. So this is a guaranteed fail. This is a fail situation.
It doesn't have to be.
It's up to you. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Oh, okay. This is to secure passage off of the station for Claudia.
Okay, you want to secure passage off of the ship.
Yep. I want to confirm her passage on the shuttle leaving with my paperwork.
All right. Did we establish that there was a shuttle leaving?
Could be.
All right. Well, this will be fun. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yes, Sergeant Jane?
Yeah.
I've got urgent paperwork from Sergeant Claudia. She's requisitioning additional seats on the shuttle leaving. I need them signed off on immediately.
Wait. She's requisitioning seats on what shuttle?
The shuttle that's leaving, all of the higher officers are already attached to it. I know that you have the paperwork. It's section 24, subsection B, exclamation 4. I have all the requested documents here.
When is the last time that you talked to Sergeant Claudia?
Right after she requisitioned the forms for the science division.
Yeah, and she talked to me about that stuff for the nukes, for the white hole in the...
I prepared all the paperwork for her. I'm her assistant.
Yes. And so she told you that there was a shuttle left?
Yes, she said the scientists have some sort of situation with a nuclear weapon, and that the higher officers have already been stationed. I believe you were to be included on that as well, ma'am. I think it's in, right here. If you look at the bottom of the paperwork here, it has all of the sergeants and above are all scheduled.
Is her signature on any of these forms you're throwing at me, kid?
Yes, if you look on page 27, yes, 27 right there at the bottom in the initials.
She knows that all the shuttles are gone. We had this conversation earlier. She knows they're gone. What are you trying to pull? You trying to get on a shuttle that doesn't exist? Kid?
I'm just a desk jockey,
You trying
ma'am.
to pull the wool over my eyes?
I'm just a desk jockey.
Sure.
I push the paper around. I was told to come here, and I'm just doing what I was told, ma'am.
She told you to push all 27 sheets of BS around?
I don't know, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So I think I'm going to need to talk to her unless you're just trying to pull one over here, kid. Are you trying to get on the shuttle yourself? Because there's no shuttle. We're all going to die.
I'm just hoping for the scientist solution.
The scientist solution? Okay, so you're not trying to get on the shuttle. You're hoping the scientists can create a wormhole. But at the
I'm
same
not a
time, you're trying to
sergeant,
get
so
her
I
on the
can't
shuttle.
get on the shuttle.
I think you're throwing me a pack of lies, kid.
I got all the paperwork here. They're all signed.
Yeah, I can see all the paperwork you got. You stacked a bunch of papers together. You threw a signature on one of them, and you want me to sign off. You know what? I could sign off on all of these papers, and you're still not getting on a shuttle.
I don't want to get on the shuttle, ma'am.
You want to wait and hope the scientists put you through a wormhole?
Well, that was the plan.
But she doesn't? What kind of idiot are you?
Her idiot, ma'am.
Huh. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to sign off on that paperwork because there's no such thing. I'm going to end up looking like an idiot signing off on paperwork that there's a shuttle when there's no such thing.
Okay, ma'am.
You go back to Claudia. You have her come to talk to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Now get out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And scene. So let's see. That would be a dark die, which is probably a good thing because we were going to have to hit him eventually. And that means that we are on to Claudia.
I would like to speak with Chuck, aka Slim, and get him to bring me weapons, more guns. I need more guns.
More guns from Slim.
And this will be in my private quarters as well. And I am wearing the Admiral's dress uniform.
Lovely.
Ding.
Oh, it's you. Wonderful. Get in here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I need a really big favor from you.
You're looking very lovely, ma'am.
All right. You know how they did something with the armory? You had me write up the paper. I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to go down to the armory. And I need you to bring me guns. Lots of guns.
For what purpose, ma'am?
That is none of your business. You are not paid to ask questions. You are paid to do things. And I'm telling you to do a thing. And I slap him.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'll need you to sign here on all these requisitions. Obviously,
No.
let me draw them up.
No. You're not understanding me. There will be no paperwork on this. I just need you to go get guns and bring them here.
How can I do that, ma'am? I just push papers.
You walk to the armory. You pick up the guns. You walk back here. You put down guns.
Yes, but I can't pull them off the shelf without the requisitions, ma'am.
Yes, you can. There's nobody down there to check them. They got rid of everybody. You just go down there, you get them. Nobody's going to ask you questions. You bring them here.
Ma'am, I even if I can get into the armor, you don't understand what happened there.
Just some xenomorphs. You cleaned it up, right?
But yeah, it involved removing all of the inventory.
Where did it go?
That was not my job.
So you're telling me that the armory is completely empty?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, shit, that leaves me with this. And I just pull out a gun and I wave it around wildly. What am I going to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this?
I'm sorry, ma'am. It was in the paperwork that you signed off on.
No. The paperwork was about security. It wasn't about the guns.
But on the following pages, it had the information that you're talking about now. We had to move them.
Why didn't you tell me this? Huh? Why didn't you tell me this?
I did, ma'am. You didn't want to read the paperwork.
It's not my job to read things.
I know. Let me write them down. I'm sorry, ma'am. You do look lovely.
I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you.
As you should be, ma'am.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm so angry.
I understand, ma'am. What else do you want me to do?
Get out! Just get out!
Yes, ma'am.
See. Okay, so I guess you didn't get your gun.
I didn't get the guns.
Nope. All right, so that is a dark die for Claudia. And it means that we have now moved back up to the last round of Act 2 with Kyle.
All right, well, I am going to talk with, I guess it has to be Claudia, and I'm going to try and get rid of that nuclear bomb.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
What now, you stupid idiot? And I fling the door open. Oh, it's you.
Who were you expecting? A stupid idiot?
Yeah, I was expecting a stupid idiot.
Well, sorry to disappoint you.
Get in here. I'm still wearing the dress uniform.
Well, you wear it well.
Yeah, I know. It's a little big, but damn, it feels good.
You do realize you're a couple eggs short of a dozen.
I don't have any eggs. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's breakfast talk. Look.
It's not breakfast time. It's almost dinner time.
Claudia, look at me. Look in my eyes.
What?
Think back. Think back years ago.
Okay.
Remember the terrible day. Do you remember the day at all? Well, for you, maybe it was your best day. But you remember
a
when
lot of
everything
terrible
changed.
days.
Claudia, I think you know what we're talking about. The last day we saw each other before being on the ship.
Easter egg hunt?
We can save a lot of time if you just remember the person that you shot with a spear gun, then shot with a revolver, then shot with a machine gun, then stabbed in the ear, then use a chainsaw to not only cut at the waist, but chop at each joint. Does that somehow ring a bell with you?
You know, I kind of do remember that, yeah.
Claudia, his son is on the ship.
What?
His son is on the ship. He's posing as or maybe he is a janitor. He cleans things. We didn't have a long conversation. I don't know. But I know that he is definitely the son of the person that you went all cuckoo crazy on. Durmström. He has the butterfly tattoo on his face. And you could read in the little frail wings on the butterfly, Durmström.
A butterfly tattoo on his face? Wait, are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I'm 117% sure, Claudia. I am 215% sure, Claudia. I'm all the way. As much a percent as you can.
I'm not entirely sure that percentage exists, but I believe you. I think you've just described the idiot that I was waiting for.
He did mention that he may know you. Claudia, I know we're already looking at nuclear death by your hand, but you're also in danger.
I'll be fine. I got this!
Snatch! Run!
I chase after him. No! Get back here!
She's so far gone, I can't even hear her anymore.
You bastard!
Back to my room. No, I'll go in 2221. She'll never find me there. Scene.
Well, hey, we got chase number 2 out of that. But you did not get any nuclear bombs.
Oh, I thought that was a nuclear bomb.
No, it was a gun. That was just a gun.
It was a gun.
Dang it.
So
Just the gun.
that would be a dark die. To Kyle, which puts you at 1 light and 2 dark. And that leaves us, as we are getting into the last 3 scenes, with 2 darks and 1 light left. So, Eddie.
Oh no. Let's see. All right. I think I'm gonna go see Reverend Kyle. And just tell him that things are off. Things are much worse than I thought they were, and at this point, we just need to make peace. And with the fact that we're probably just gonna all die.
So your goal is to convince him to make peace with the fact that you're all going to die.
Yeah, and make peace with the fact that he might not get to kill the unholy trinity.
Okay. Whenever
So-
you're ready.
2222 knocking on the door. Or no, I thought it was 2221, so that's where I would knock.
Come in.
Hey,
How'd you
Reverend,
find me?
I guess
How'd
this is
you
your room.
find me?
This is your room, isn't it?
It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah.
God has brought us together again.
Yeah, whatever. Look,
Whatever.
things are worse than I previously thought they were.
Yes. If you only knew what was about to happen, you would definitely know it's much worse.
Well, good. So, in my experience, when things are worse than you thought they were, might be time to of some vendettas. Namely, against certain 3 people that you feel like may have ruined your life.
I want you to come with me.
Where? We're in your room.
We're going to the bridge.
Oh, okay.
We get in the elevator.
I always hated this elevator music.
Bridge. Before us, we see 3 men drinking, toasting.
Oh shit, that was easy.
I thought it would be much harder, but I
Yeah,
have this gun now.
Whoa, shit! Where'd you get that gun?
They're dead. If I shot them dead, we should probably check them.
Yeah, we should probably shut. But that was definitely like the dead out of the blue.
Yes. Hopefully, I didn't kill them, and they're gonna die.
Maybe, but
Let's
like,
check them.
gee. Oh, okay.
They didn't expect the thing. Why would they?
Yeah, it was definitely out of the blue.
It was out of the blue. Check the bodies. Check. The
Okay,
bodies.
I'm
I have
checking
the
the body.
gun. Check.
Yes,
the
I see that you have the gun. Could you not
Yes.
point it at me? Jeez. All right.
I apologize. You are a friend.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
therefore-
yeah. Okay. Well, they're
Are they
dead.
dead?
So
Oh,
they're
damn
dead.
it.
What do you mean, damn it?
Damn it.
You shot them. Isn't that what you wanted?
Well, I wanted them to die slowly. I didn't know excellent a shot I was. Apparently, look at that right through the middle
great.
of the bridge of the nose.
Great
Each
shot. Also,
one.
what the hell, man?
What?
You knew where they were. Why did you need me and my friend?
Well, I thought it would be more complicated. Obviously, they didn't expect any of us to be on the ship.
Well, jeez, and to think my friend was worried about you, man. He went up and tried scoping you out.
Your friend?
Yeah, my friend, Slim.
Does he have a butterfly
Darn
tattoo on his face?
Yeah.
Do
I
you
always
know-
wondered what it was about. But
Did you ever look closely at the butterfly tattoo and the gossamer wings?
No, I don't look in my buddy's eyes.
Look, it says let me see how you react to this. I'll say it's in the gossamer wings of the butterfly tattoo is the name Dernstrom.
Okay.
Do you remember
Oh, Dernstrom. You mean that guy that Claudia killed?
the one she shot with a spear gun and then shot with 6 rounds of a revolver?
I was there.
And
I
then
was
she
there.
used a machine gun and then stabbed him in
there.
the ear and then used a
Yeah, I know.
chainsaw to cut him at the waist and then chopped every joint with that
Yeah.
same chainsaw?
I was there. Yeah, I
This
remember
is
that.
his son.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I figured he was a little on the young side.
Yes. Well, he was young. He was young. He was much younger then. It was 20 years ago.
No way. People get are younger back
That's
then.
how getting older works.
I'm sorry.
Look,
So, like, you didn't tell him any of this, did you?
I told him everything. He knows
Why?
who you are. He knows you were there. Well, you didn't do it. It was that mad woman, Claudia. You know she has a nuclear bomb?
Well, then we need to go get Claudia then.
To do what?
I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Fine. Good plan.
Good. And then we head off in search of Claudia.
All right. So we had a very random out of the blue death. So that's good. So your goal was to get him to calmly and peacefully accept death.
Yep, and that was the opposite direction. So
So you took care of another one of those dark die for us. So thanks.
perfect.
So that is a dark to Eddie, which puts Eddie at 2 dark dice and 3 lights. And that means we are moving to Slim.
All right. Is it possible to have 3 people in my scene?
Sure.
Okay. I will have the other players, all 3 of them in my scene. I'll have each one of them summoned. I'll have my buddy. He was summoned by a courier. I'll have an electronic notification to the Reverend to meet me in Hangar Bay, Launchpad 7.
Okay, so basically all 3 will be meeting you at the launch bay at the same time?
Yes. Actually, Claudia will already be there. She's actually tied to the nuclear missile.
Ooh. And then what is your goal in this scene?
I'm going to launch her into space and kill the other 2 and leave the space station on my private ship.
Okay. Let's do that. Go ahead.
You know this
All
from
right.
the scene.
Because it has to have me in it. Okay. All right. So I've sent off the messages. I'm talking to Claudia. It's so good to have you here. I can't believe how fortuitous this has been. You're gonna get everything you wanted. You get the rocket. You get the riot in. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh wait, I hear our other friends. Shh. Our other friends are arriving.
Help! Help! Hello!
We
Come on in,
enter.
guys.
Well, hi.
Hi,
We were
man.
off to see Claudia and take her out. And when we got this strange message to meet you all here,
Yeah.
I see you have a plan.
Yes.
Take me out! Take me out for dinner?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yes.
So hey, if you guys could just move a little bit over here, kind of closer, so I can stare at all three of you, and I'll pull up the gun and kind of move you over. You can just
I have a
Or
gun
how
too. I have a gun too, and I put it back to you.
If you want to just hand that over,
Yeah.
I'll take
No,
that.
hey, I'm pointing it at you. I'm good.
Somebody
I
want to
will
untie
pull this
me?
trigger if you want to put that down.
Shoot him!
I shoot him in the arm.
You should have shot me in my gun hand. I'm blown me away.
Well, you're a terrible shot, aren't you? Totally missed me. Shoot him in the other arm.
You should have taken out the foot. Bam, bam.
Oh, you are just the worst. Shoot him in the foot. I'm a crack shot. I just killed 3 people right dead center of the eyes.
You guys are incompetent idiots!
All right. So
while they're shooting each other, I'm gonna go over and untie Claudia.
Thank you. At least
Hey,
somebody
it's been a while.
respects me. Hi! What the hell are you doing? It doesn't matter. What the hell is going on?
Claudia,
What?
it's over.
What
I just
is?
killed the unholy trinity.
that's
Okay.
funny because in reality, you guys are the unholy trinity.
You know what? He's right.
You didn't even know who. You didn't even know who we were until I told.
I
You're
just
also
had
a coward, by the way.
I had to do the research, and I told you I found out, Eddie.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's good storytelling wise. It's a good. You did it good.
You didn't mention that, Eddie.
Well, like sometimes we forget things.
That's why I write things down.
Yeah, that's the
3 little laser dots, one on each of your chests, kind of comes up out of nowhere.
Huh. Okay. What's that?
I did come by myself for the 3 of you. Obviously, I got shot twice, so
3 times.
Hey,
3
I
times.
didn't do that. I never shot you. Never. In the entire time that I knew you, I wanted to shoot you,
But Claudia,
but I
you
never
killed
did.
Claudia, you killed his father.
Dad. Yeah, she just shot your dad. I didn't shoot any part of you.
She
or
didn't
your
just
family.
shoot him. You know,
It
she
was
hit him
an-
in the head with a spear
It was
gun,
an
and
accident.
then she
It
shot
was
him with
an
a revolver,
accident.
and then she used a machine
We
gun
were all
on him,
there, Claudia.
and then she stabbed him in
quiet
the
down.
ear,
quiet.
and then she also used a chainsaw
Hey,
on the rest
the
of his body.
entire
Accident.
galaxy has heard of the unholy trinity. I will be heralded as a hero and for sure exonerated of any crimes I've ever committed if I take the 3 of you out.
Sternstrom, listen to me.
Shush.
You already have 3.
Okay,
I
talk.
said, listen
want
to
hear.
me.
I
I've
want
got
to
a
hear.
gun on you.
Go ahead. 2 more
There are
laser
3
dots come over your chest.
When you look, there are 3 dead bodies of important, horrible men in the bridge. I killed the unholy trinity.
Did you not listen to a word I said? You guys are the unholy trinity. And
Well, fine,
for
then
sure,
kill
do you
us.
think that I'm going to... Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It just makes it
Go
easier
ahead.
to accept it.
That's fine. We're gonna die anyway. What's the difference?
I'm
I'm ready to meet my god. Okay, good.
Excellent.
And I shoot him in his other foot.
I'll lay down. I'll lay it on the ground and then, all right, guys, take him. And they shoot you right through the heart. Your cold, shriveled heart.
Well, that was unexpected.
And for you, if you, Eddie, can you just tie her back up, please? That would be great. just to help out here.
Hey,
I
man.
would do it, but I'm here on the floor. I'm really.
You know what?
I'm just gonna.
I don't
do
know
that.
no knots. So
I would like to point out, Eddie, that he's gonna kill you too.
That's
So
also true.
why are you gonna help him? I mean,
look, this is all too much for me. We're all gonna die anyway. I'm just gonna go get a drink. Goodbye.
They'll miss as you're walking out, and they just shoot. Claudia, I'll bleed to death right there on the floor.
Okay, so
There's still another scene.
So everybody's dead?
there is. So at this point, okay, I caught it. Who's dead?
I think I was shot through the cold.
Everybody.
Do they hit me?
Okay.
No, they missed you. You're the only one that survived.
I'm alive.
You're on the way
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got, but that's okay. That's okay. So we've got Eddie is still alive. We've got others that are confirmed dead or just bleeding.
Bleeding. He's got shot in the heart. Yeah, whatever. He could be like.
Okay. Kyle got shot in the heart, so he's pretty dead right now. Okay. And then the other two are confirmed bleeding, but not necessarily dead, correct?
Yeah.
But probably going to die. Or possibly
This
not.
is
We'll
the
see.
future.
Okay. All right. That's true. Okay. So that means that we are on to the last scene, which is Claudia.
so apparently the scene is gonna have to be with Slim. I mean, if Eddie wants to, has Eddie completely left?
Oh, I am so sorry to interrupt you. I didn't actually say what dice, because his goal was to get to. Yeah, he didn't really get his goal.
He was
did
very specific about his goal,
He was
so that was
very
bad.
specific about what that goal was, and he did not
I did
meet
not.
that very specific goal. So that means that Slim got a dark, and that means this this last one is light. However, it's wild, so it can really go in either direction.
Okay.
So
So has Eddie completely left?
You could call
Up
out.
to you.
Yeah.
All right. As the goal in the scene is to set off the nuclear device, and yeah, I'll call out to Eddie, and Eddie, wait, stop! As I'm laying there bleeding onto the floor, I reach inside the dress uniform, and I pull out the detonator. Slim, you're an idiot! You didn't even take this from me!
There's no batteries in it, ma'am.
All I have to do is push the button, and this thing goes off, and you're all dead anyway.
Go ahead, push the button. Toss it over here. I'll push it for you.
No, I want the pleasure of destroying everything here. And I push the button.
Click, click,
And I push the button again.
click, click.
And I just keep pushing the button.
Click, 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 click.
Damn it! Did you take the batteries out of this?
You never put them in, man. It's part of the orders.
This is your fault. And I throw the detonator at his face.
Ow.
I just wanted to rat a nuke into the white hole. How hard of a request is that?
It'd be nice if you just burn in hell.
You're an idiot.
It's true, man.
And I just curl up into a ball and lay there bleeding. And that's it.
all right. So what do you guys think? All right.
I did
so
not get to blow everything up.
It's true. Okay, so that last one was a dark, which means a dark goes to Claudia. So we're going to do our rolls. So that means that Reverend Kyle is going to be rolling 1 light and 2 dark. That means that Eddie will be rolling 2 dark die and 3 light die. Slim will be rolling 3 dark die and 1 light. And Claudia will be rolling 2 lights and 2 darks. So if you guys want me to roll for you, you can go ahead and do that, or you can roll on Discord. But go ahead, and once you get that, add up your negatives and positives and give me your totals. And we can look it up on our aftermath chart. So Reverend Kyle, what did you end up with?
Light 3, dark 5, dark 6.
Okay, so that would be dark
Minus
11
8.
plus light 3, which gives you a dark 8.
Yes.
All right. And then Eddie, what'd you get?
5 dark total.
5 dark. All right. And sorry, Eddie. Eddie, was that you? No,
Oh,
that was Slim. Slim, you were dark 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, got it. And so Eddie, what were you?
Light 7.
Light 7. Okay. And Claudia, what'd you get?
Light 9, dark 8.
Ooh.
Light 9, dark 8. Wow. So that puts you at a light 1. Woo! Yee. All right, so let's look up our aftermath. I'm going to go ahead and read it out for you. And basically, as we go through our aftermath story, you will just work this idea. This will inspire your aftermath. Now, anytime we have a character that is deceased at the end of the game, they have the choice as to whether they want to give us a little bit of their afterlife, or if they want to give us the last few moments before their death. It could be thoughts that are going through their head, or it can be the things that they are doing in those last few moments before their death. So let's go through. Let's start with Reardon. You're a light 7, so you're weak. Hey, you're busted, beat and broke down, but at least you've learned a lesson about human greed and frailty, right? It'll serve you well in prison, which is where you are probably headed. Slim, dark 5, rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule, for starters, and you will remember this episode for all your diminished days. The lesson you learn will be profound, lingering, and painful. Sergeant Claudia, light 1. Dreadful. You are certainly dead, probably from a self-inflicted wound. People you care about are also probably dead, maybe through your own stupid, ugly failure. To say that you effed up is an insult to effed upness. You have redefined the term. And Reverend Kyle, dark 8. Nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learned something, though, like how to do it right next time. Next time. So what we will do is we are actually going to start with, because of the uneven dice, we are going to start with Eddie, and then we will go around our circle. So Eddie, whenever you're ready, you can start your aftermath.
All right, so Eddie leaves the launch bay or wherever that was. He got shot in the arm, right? Yeah, he got shot in the arm, so he's bleeding a little. And at this point, he's like, it can't get much worse than this. So he goes up to the bar and gets a nice stiff drink.
All right. Next. And actually, I forgot to say, as you are giving pieces of your aftermath, if you are using one of your light die to tell a more positive aspect of your aftermath, you can put that forward and say, this is one of my light die, or just hold it up or whatever you want. And if you're giving us a darker part of your aftermath, you can use one of your dark die for that, and that will help to guide your aftermath as you're going through. So the next one is Slim.
So I wake up in med bay. That's my light die. And then pretty much it goes downhill from there. He found out the people involved is what?
Just one die at a time, right? Are we doing all the dice?
No, you just do one at a time. We just go around the circle. You do one at a time.
Oh, so my light die was that I woke up in the med bay still alive.
Yep. All right. So next is Claudia.
This is my light die. As Claudia is laying on the ground, slowly bleeding to death, her memories flash back to childhood. One of her happier memories. It's Christmas, and she's gathered with her family around the Christmas tree, and there's a gigantic box sitting under the tree for her, and as she unwraps it, it's her very first bike, and it's one of her most treasured items.
Kyle?
Laying with my torso completely blown through a giant hole, I slowly detach myself from the rest of my body, revealing a head on spindly spider legs. And I take myself out of this area and head towards the medical bay.
Okay, Eddie.
That's my light 3.
All right. Eddie.
Oh Lord. Okay. So as he's sitting there drinking, he looks across the bar and sees Sergeant Jane, and basically he feels sort of like a kindred spirit. It's like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world. Oh, this is a light die, by the way. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world, but at least for those fleeting moments, you see those people that sort of understand and go, yeah, I'm sharing that and that with you. So
On to Slim.
Okay, so for my first dark die, I have realized that my father's killer has escaped my grasp, and I can't do anything about it at this point.
Claudia.
My second light die, Claudia's memories go back to high school and her first love and that feeling that she had back then and how it was so innocent and wonderful, and she wishes she could just hold on to that feeling forever.
Yeah.
I enter the medical bay and I find Durmstrom, and I wrap him in spider silk, and I take his left eye and eat it. And I say to him, I did the best I could. Now I must face even more penance for harming you as well, which you have also cost me dearly. This is good. Nice eye.
Eddie.
That was my dark 5.
good God. Sorry. Oh, why do I have to go after him? So I'm going to use one of my dark die, and as I'm drinking, the arm I'm using to, throw back shots, I I see that I'm bleeding a whole lot more than I thought I would, and the aggravated stress of everything caused me to bleed a lot more, and I fall off of my stool and hit my head on the floor below, going unconscious and possibly causing a whole lot of damage.
Using my second dark die, I realize that my eyeball has been plucked from its socket, and I'm having to watch one of the three of the unholy trinity joyfully chew on it and get it out of his mouth, and realize that there's absolutely no hope left in my life. I feel like I've been a beaten donkey, and I will never survive this.
That means Claudia.
This is my first dark die. This takes place immediately after all of these thoughts that she had, taking her back to her childhood, all the good thoughts, and she slowly becomes aware of where she is. Her eyesight is starting to fail, but she can still see this idiot Chuck standing over her, looking at her just so idiotically. And then everything fades to black.
All right, my last dark die. Reverend Kyle steps to the bow of the spaceship, stares into the white hole, leaps into the white hole, bursts through on the other side, totally spun around, realizing he must find another path and another way to serve the lazy-eyed god in this new universe. Alone.
All right. So Eddie wakes up in the med bay, and he's recently had his head injury. So he wakes up, he's all fuzzy, and for the life of him, he can't remember who he is or what's going on, and he's just looking around, and he sees there's a window outside of the med bay, and you can see the stars, and he feels a sort of cosmic peace.
Last part.
With my final dark die, with my one good eye remaining and the Reverend gone, I can see over that another one of my failures has entered the room. Eddie, again, not dead. And I close my eyes and hope for death at this point. There's nothing left to live for. It should end now.
And the last part of Claudia's story.
This is my last dark die. Claudia opens her eyes and realizes that the lights must have been turned out. And as she looks around, she realizes she's not in a room. She's not anywhere. It's just a black, endless void. And from behind her, she can hear footsteps. And as she turns, she looks into the face of that innocent man that she horribly murdered. And he smiles at her and said, "Hi, Claudia. Did you do better this time?"
All right, and we're going to wrap it up with the last part of Eddie's story.
All right, my last dark die. As Eddie looks out into the cosmos and feels this peace, he looks slightly over to where the ship is now heading and sees the white hole. And the second new emotion that Eddie feels is fear. Just paralyzing terror as he sees the beginning of the ship being crushed and sucked into the white hole. And he knows that there's no escape from what he is about to experience. And there's literally nothing he can do as the rest of the ship is crushed and being sent through an extra dimensional plane through the white hole.
Fade to black. Roll credits.
It's so dark.
I want to thank you all for tuning in. Watch for more Fiascos coming on Wednesdays at 9. We'll be rotating out casts and play sets and having lots of glorious, miserable, messy fun. If you're interested in joining in, find us on Discord, because that's where we are and that's where we're looking for more players. Next week, Dragon Slayers. We rode into town a bunch of outsiders ready to solve that problem. Solve a dragon problem. And no, we don't care what they think. And yes, we're heroes. Those yokels should worship at our feet. They didn't blast those mummies to dust or make a death trap built with technology lost centuries ago, their bitch. And they sure as hell didn't slay that dragon. That's our dragon. And its gold is our gold. So unless you're bringing us ale and whores, get out before we transform you into a turkey and serve you for dinner. Don't forget to follow us here on Twitch and find us on Discord at The Plaster Dragon. Our cast will be over in voice chat in just a minute. Good night.